Guys, today I can finally share the new gaming room / office in the house renovation project I've been working on over the past few months, and I had promised you guys that I'd get you an update, which has taken quite some time to happen, and it's pretty similar to the promise that I've been telling myself every couple of months, that this is only going to take a couple months longer. However, finally, I feel my sanity is being restored, as the list of stuff that needs doing has shrunk dramatically. So, the first time I shared any of this space with you guys, of course, we were looking at bare bricks. And I've got to say, honestly, I was terrified. I may have sounded confident about our renovation project at the time, and I guess to a degree I was, but safe to say there have been many moments where it's felt like a complete horror story. However, let's get to the new office space, man. So here it is. I wanted something kind of dark, and the purple kind of color in the background gives you that. But with it being an office at the same time, I didn't want it, full man cave, where I'd be sitting in the dark for a huge number of hours of the day. Of course, the focal point in the room is the desk and the setup, but you gotta have some shelves to stack up a few collectibles and things like that. And then moving over to the desk, we went for that huge walnut worktop that I shared with you guys ages ago. Obviously having the PC on the desk and then 3 relatively large displays as well. And of course it was the perfect opportunity to put the 100k badge from YouTube up on the wall, instead of leaving it on a shelf somewhere. We're gonna get into more of the setup stuff right here. We went with the trusty old IKEA cabinets either side of the desk. Don't worry, I also reinforced the back and the sides of the desk with additional legs, otherwise I'm pretty sure these cabinets would get crushed. But cabinet on the right hand side was kind of a mini project in itself, where I made a console cabinet to stash all of the consoles, but then some of the external hard drives, sound cards and things like that. And also, the cabinet has high pressure temperature activated fans too, so I'm pretty sure the consoles in there are probably cooler than if you had them on the top of a desk. And naturally behind all of that, we've got quite a bit of chaos, which began as cable management. But as more and more stuff got connected, everything kind of just got crammed into trays. I'm not sure if that's really management or just hiding stuff, but it's definitely very well hidden nonetheless. And then into the setup, the 3 displays are mounted on 2 different stands. Each of the stands is kind of hidden behind the vertically mounted displays. We've got a 1440p ultra-wide in the middle, and that's an Asus ROG one. It caps out at 100Hz, I believe, which is the same refresh rate I have on the entire system right here. The other 2 displays are 1440p Dell displays. And obviously for gaming, you could definitely go for higher frame rates, but with this being kind of a multitasking content creation setup as well, and pushing so many pixels to all these displays, I personally found it better to limit everything to 100 frames. I do still play occasionally on console as well for some gameplay and stuff, but the main PC right here is a relatively new one from late last year. It's got an i9-7920X CPU. Yes, I know the Ryzen lovers are going to rip me for that. We also went for a massive 64GB of Corsair Vengeance RAM. It would be a huge amount in just a gaming setup, right? But again, for content creation, video editing, having 300 tabs on Chrome open at the same time, stuff like that, it's surprising how many times under workflow I can actually use the majority of that memory. And then we got the GeForce RTX 2080 Ti, and that's on an Asus X299 Deluxe 2 motherboard. And then we have a couple of terabytes of M.2 drives and extra SSDs and things like that. Definitely, it's a fairly souped up rig, but it is the absolute beating heart of everything that happens here. So to go a bit more all out here and there, definitely in the long run tends to pay off. Actually, when I got this footage as well, the lighting in the rig was kind of just all over the place. But it's in one of those lovely Fantex cases, a personal favorite of mine. And then in hyper-predictable pro-gamer fashion, we're rocking the Razer Black Widow Chroma keyboard. I really like this one just because of the gunmetal feel to it. It's a very noisy keyboard, but I love the way it feels. Then we got the Razer Lancehead, pretty basic mouse, but nice and comfortable. And that's really the bulk of the actual PC setup right there. And I also use a Rode Pro Voice mic, and the trusty Astros for gaming. Couple of cool shouts here though. You may have noticed the kind of illumination on the desk. And this is actually something that BenQ sent to me. It's a BenQ screen bar, which will light the desk beneath your displays without actually getting light on the displays, right? And if you're also doing other stuff outside of gaming, maybe studying or reading stuff, or you just want a nicely lit desk in a relatively dark room, actually, this thing's pretty cool. When they sent it to me, I was kind of thinking, I don't read all that much and use my desk for studying anymore, but it made me realize actually I do write a lot of stuff down on the desk. And when you're in a lower lit room, it's nice to just have a gentle glow on the desk in front of you. It's pretty cool, man. So thank you to BenQ for sending that over to me. That isn't a paid promo or anything like that. I've genuinely enjoyed the thing more than I expected. I'll drop a link for that down below. But as we take a quick peek around the rest of the room, on the other side of the room I've got some big shelves here packed with a bunch of old games collectibles, hardware boxes and stuff like that. There's definitely a lot of stuff there and a lot of hardware, but safe to say a lot of the games and stuff are things that I've collected over 10, maybe 15 years or so. You also may have noticed the chair that I've got in the setup here. That's another quick shout, something else that was sent to me while I was in the middle of the house renovation. And we just didn't get the opportunity to share with you guys yet, but Boolie's Chair sent me a Ninja Pro chair here, and as you can see, it's a pretty smart looking chair. It's really comfortable as well. And frankly, these chairs are a little bit less expensive than, some of the really high-end gaming chairs and things like that. So if you want to spend a little bit less money on a gaming chair, and I think all gaming chairs are expensive to be completely honest. Some of them get pretty crazy, but yeah, maybe you'll find a cool chair that you like at Boolie's. And once again, thanks to those guys for sending this over to me. I'll put the link for that in the description. Also, there is an outside, of course, outside of this blind. It's a very grey, stormy-looking British countryside over there, but yeah, I feel pretty lucky to live where we do. And so guys, that is a look at the new office, the setup, maybe a bit of a funky order to do stuff right there, but I hope you've enjoyed getting a look at it. And once again, I have to say a massive thank you for all of the support that you guys have shown me over the years. None of this would have been possible without you guys viewing the YouTube content that I've made. So I really appreciate that, and it's driven me forward, right, to carry on. And the new office and the rest of the project really is the culmination of many, many years of support and many, many years of hard work as well. So I really appreciate you guys sticking with me through all of that. And I'll continue to do my best to make the best content for you guys. I feel like over the next couple of weeks or the next few weeks over the summer, I definitely need to take advantage of trying to get a bit of a break. The past 6 or 8 months especially has been very trying as we've finished everything up and I've tried to stay on top of work, so it's nice to start and feel like we're on the other side of it. In fact, I need to get used to not having so much stuff to do. Like, I don't know what to do with myself. I'm almost looking for things to get stressed over at times, man. It's kind of like that hyper energy has to fade away and you find normality again. So, bit of a crazy rant at the end, but guys, I really do appreciate you all. And thank you for watching the video. I'll keep you posted with the Destiny stuff as always, so stay tuned here on the channel. But otherwise, thank you once again, stay safe, and whatever you get up to, I hope you have an awesome day.